What's the difference between a Riesling and a Sauvignon Blanc? What does it mean when a wine is oaky or full-bodied? Today, I uncork white wine. Wine tasting can be a little intimidating. With words like oaky, full-bodied, and buttery, it's easy to get a little overwhelmed. So I've brought in Anu Karwa, a wine expert who's gonna help make this all look easy. I know this topic of wine is vast and tremendous, and there's so much to learn, so where do we get started?
I know, it's a little bit overwhelming. There are hundreds of white wine grapes out there, but there's three big ones. Riesling, Sauvignon Blanc, and then we've got a Chardonnay. And those are your three major white grapes. First one, Riesling. This is one of the lighter-bodied white wines out there. Light-bodied wine being like skim milk versus your full-bodied wine being like cream.
What is the proper way to taste?
Well, I go through something I call the 5 S's.
Okay.
So the first one of the S's is to see your wine. So you want to hold it at about 45-degree angle and look at the color, and then look at the clarity. Second thing you want to do, you want to swirl your wine.
Okay, so we're swirling.
So
what's this doing?
swirling.
Okay.
It's to get all those aromas just bursting through the glass. On to the third step, smell the wine. You want to think about just anything you might be smelling. So some of the aromas that you're going to smell in a Riesling are some of these tropical notes.
Okay.
You've got pineapple, peaches, apricot.
Fragrance is as much a part of the experience as taste.
Now, the fourth step, and this is my favorite, is to sip the wine. And we want to take a nice sized sip and let it just coat all the parts of your mouth so you can taste all the different things. I got a little bit of lemon and almost some of this like peach and apricot.
I'm getting a little strawberry.
What you want to do after that is you want to just take a second to summarize your thoughts. That's the 5th S. And the biggest thing you can say is whether you like it or not.
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
How about we move on to our Sauvignon Blanc?
Let's do it.
France is the classic home of Sauvignon Blanc. Really crisp, really dry. Whereas the Sauvignon Blancs from New Zealand, they're really like zippy and fresh in your mouth. So let's smell now.
All right. I'm smelling grass.
You smelling grass?
Yes.
There you go. I'm tasting something even a little bit different than what I smell. We have chalk here, and it sounds a little strange to see that you taste chalk, but it's a little bit of chalkiness. Okay. This one has some nice floral notes also. You can actually smell a lot of roses.
Roses. I'm not getting roses.
So the Chardonnay. Now, this is when we move over to the creamy side.
Okay.
So we have a full-bodied Chardonnay here. And this one has been aged in oak, so you're gonna get some of those toasted flavors, a little bit of butteriness. See, that's a lot heavier than the first two we tried.
But still a very smooth, silky kind of texture to it.
Yeah, it's not gonna be overwhelming because it is a little bit more mellow.
I serve a lot of Chardonnay at my bar. What can I recommend that is similar but new and fresh?
One thing I find really nice is a Torrontés.
Torrontés?
Torrontés, that's right.
Okay.
It sounds a little exotic. And I'm actually gonna show you how to make a nice fruit salad dessert with some Torrontés.
Wow, a fruit salad with white wine? Let's do it.
I've got you started with a little bit of cantaloupe in both glasses.
All right.
We're just gonna add some blueberry, throw in a couple strawberries into that, a few bits of pineapple. Now let's put a little bit of mint on that. And now we've got our simple syrup. So usually in simple syrup, you have about a cup of water and a 1/4 cup of sugar. This time we're gonna swap out that water with that Torrontés I was telling you about. And you wanna heat it gently, then let it completely cool once the sugar has dissolved. Just want to drizzle a little bit on top.
Anu, what a great way to use white wine. I would have never guessed. Cheers.
Cheers.